Hello, my name is Jill Stevens, and I did my summer internship at the Salina YMCA. This internship class was named SPES 460. My YMCA site supervisor was Ellen Hoagland, and my KWU supervisor was Professor Dunn. I had to complete 300 hours of internship work, and I started May 28th and ended July 19th. Here is a brief background and introduction of my internship experience. I learned about this internship opportunity through my senior seminar class. Ellen was my professor and brought in many different guest speakers, and they spoke about many different employment and internship opportunities that the YMCA provides. The application process started with a brief discussion with Ellen after class one day. She filled out my Kansas Wesleyan packet and told me to apply for the internship position online on the YMCA website. I applied and got 5 references for this position. I had an interview with Ellen, who is the group exercise coordinator at the Y, and Chris, who is the interim CEO. I started the onboarding process with Cherie Grigsby and filled out the paperwork. She finalized everything with Paycor Recruiting and gave me a start date. Some of my knowledge and experience prior to starting my internship at the YMCA was through some of my courses at Kansas Wesleyan. In Pathways to Wellness class, we were exposed to a few group exercise classes, and by playing basketball at Kansas Wesleyan, we take advantage of yoga as a recovery method. In exercise leadership, we are required to get our NCSF personal training certification in order to pass the class, and this has helped me develop a deeper understanding of specific personal training. I also got my CPR certification through Kansas Wesleyan, which is very helpful for working at a fitness gym. My background in kinesiology and anatomy helped me understand the purpose behind different exercises and training different muscle groups. Exercise physiology helped different programming make more sense. My background in nutrition and chemistry helped me understand the importance of macromolecules and avoiding certain types of food for better health. Lastly, basketball lessons helped me work with kids in a fun and progressive environment. The opportunity to learn at the YMCA that gained my interest the most was a variety of different departments and programs that they offer. I was also intrigued by the flexibility in hours since they are open Monday through Sunday and from 4:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. most days of the week. I was also impressed by all the different ways that they promote overall wellness. I saw that they provide weight loss classes and different nutrition programs for health, as well as different personal training and group exercise options. During my time off, I reffed a bunch of different basketball tournaments, worked on my cooking skills and developing new recipes. I worked at Jackie Stiles camps as a demonstrator and assisted with all of her needs. I went home for 4th of July and spent time with family by shooting fireworks off, and I help kids become better basketball players through personal training, and lastly, I attended my friend Danielle's bridal shower. Here is an overview of my internship at the Salina YMCA. First, I did a lot of shadowing for personal training. The main person I shadowed was Hope. She helped teach me a lot about training different clients based off their fitness wants and needs. For example, when she trained older individuals that struggled to stand up, she helped them develop better strength, balance, and practice getting up after falls. She was always prepared for clients and had materials out for what they needed. She taught me how to modify exercises and lifting for the client to get the best results in a safe environment. Hope always had a great attitude and a lot of energy, even when she had to be up at 4:30 almost every morning. I got to participate very hands-on for youth fitness training. Youth fitness training is a class that is provided for 11 to 13-year-olds to learn proper technique about nutrition, the rules of the gym, and how to use machines. I shadowed the Get Started program, which is pretty much the same thing, but for older individuals. They also will complete a PAR-Q in order to start their fitness journey. I also engage members by playing pickleball. This helped me build a lot of different relationships with members at the Y. It is important for staff and members to create bonds because it builds trust and loyalty with staff and members. I got the opportunity to participate on the business sides of things at the YMCA by going to staff engagement committee meetings, staff annual meetings, leadership meetings, group exercise meetings, budget meetings, interviews, and researching policies on dress code. I really had to get out of my comfort zone in these situations, but now I feel like I'm way more prepared for the workforce because of it. Ellen is the group exercise coordinator and is very knowledgeable about everything and has been working at the Y for 27 years. She showed me programs like MOSA and YMCA 360, which provide routines for instructors. She showed me how to prepare before classes and the importance of shadowing as an instructor for less confusion in the class. Group exercise classes are great at building relationships, and knowing the class's abilities allows instructors to make the necessary modifications. Ellen encouraged me to take as many group exercise classes as I could to see what my likes and dislikes are. My favorite classes are yoga, boga, and Parkinson's class. She showed me how to use Paycor to pay the instructors on a bi-weekly period. Ellen was a great role model, and I am so grateful for everything she has taught me. I helped the membership desk by folding towels, learning about different policies by reading the Red Book, learning the basics of DAXCO, answering questions, and greeting members when they enter the building. I got the opportunity to promote positivity with members by handing out smile buttons for National Smile Power Day. This had a big impact on a lot of members, and they were super grateful for all of their buttons. I assisted Carter in his planning for the upcoming pickleball tournament. We went and toured Oakdale courts to see if they would be appropriate to use at this tournament. I helped vote for the shirts that will be handed out for the tournament and helped him find essential materials that will be needed for this tournament. I participated in handball to engage members and create some connections with members. Travis, the aquatics director, helped me assist him in swimming lessons with the beginner swimmers. This was a lot of fun. I also assisted with interior design of his office and changes being made in the pool. I created an informational poster promoting swimming lessons to encourage more parents to sign their kids up. I also assisted with pool maintenance and chemical testing of the water for safety of the pool. I participated in the ice cream social and presidential trivia at the Y. This was a fun engagement activity before the Y was closed for the 4th of July. I learned about all the rules and regulations the YMCA has to follow for their signs and posters that they put up. They have to be in certain fonts, sizes, shapes, and colors. When putting up a new sign, it is important to be mindful of where the sign will be located and what it could be potentially blocking. In this photo, I was supervising Jared and JJ put up new department signs in the parking lot. I work with intern Bill to plan a staff appreciation fun night. I work with marketing to create an informational flyer about this event and had to communicate with a bunch of different departments to find materials and make sure everyone is on the same page. Then I recruited staff to sign up for this event-filled evening. We set the games up, played, ate pizza and desserts, had a lot of fun, and made sure everything was cleaned up better than how we found it. I volunteered for Grab and Go, a program that helps feed families in Salina. Stacy J. makes sure that these meals follow a balanced diet and that are healthy. I helped organize bags and had to use leadership skills to make things run more smoothly. I played pickup games with members and engaged the members. I built many different connections and had a lot of fun. I got the opportunity to attend the Senior Health Fair for the YMCA. We handed out informational pamphlets about membership programs, group exercise, and pool schedules. I got to work on recruiting members and my communication skills when talking with the senior population. This was a great experience. I learned how to perform and read the in-body assessments. The in-body utilizes an electric current like the impedance test. I learned how to explain the results by using good communication skills and watching how you give information because of the vulnerability of a test like this. I also did a before and after of the in-body assessment for my internship. My results show that I lost almost 5% body fat, lost weight, gained muscle, and was more fit and healthy. This shows the power of movement and physical activity and the correlation to health. It is very important to keep a gym environment clean for safety and appearance measures. I had many duties sweeping, mopping, sanitizing, filling bottles, and picking up equipment and putting it back in the correct place. I helped on many different occasions to get the AED, first aid kit, and incident reports. When filling out an incident report, it is important to be very specific on what happened for liability reasons. I helped distress a few events when an injury had occurred because I am very experienced in these situations because of sports and personal experiences. I got the opportunity to do youth basketball training. I worked with groups up to 6 girls and helped them better their fundamental skills. I made lesson plans to keep them on track, keep their interest, and create a fun and progressive curriculum. I had 5 training sessions and saw much improvement in their skills. I was an umpire for coach pitch and t-ball. I had to make calls, keep kids safe, and do the sports pledge before each game. I got the opportunity to paint the lines on the field for the games and clean the paint machines to prevent any damages. I also set up and cleaned up the fields before and after each game. Now we will be going over some challenges and lessons that I learned at the YMCA. A few challenges that I faced was time management with everything else in my busy summer schedule. Working 10 to 13 hour days most days was a big struggle for me and not getting burnt out. Lastly, getting out of my shell took some time, but once I did, I made so many new connections it was very shocking. A few lessons that I learned was confidence is key in anything you do. Another lesson was to use your resources. If you have questions, don't be afraid to go ask questions. It is okay to get out of your comfort zone, and when you do, you'll be surprised on everything else that you learn. Having a good, positive attitude will take you a long way, and your days will feel like less time. Working hard is always important and doing your very best. And lastly, to apply yourself, even in situations that you aren't comfortable in. Some of the surprises I encountered were how many different connections that I built with staff and members. When I first got to the Y, I was a little bit shy, and communication with strangers was hard for me. I was surprised at how well I fit in at the Y with staff and members. I was very accepted. It was very surprising that I developed so many new skills and how successful the overall experience was for me. I became way more confident and interested in personal training and potentially going on to get a few group exercise instructor certifications. I saw the power of relationship building and how important the social aspects of wellness are. I developed a better understanding of how a gym with about 200 employees operates and how the departments have to be able to work together and communicate to be successful. My career goals are to become a sports dietitian and to own my own gym one day. This experience showed me the importance of wellness and having a good, positive work environment. The staff and members became like family, and I will forever be grateful for this experience.